you sure this line is clean?
Later, when they find out the call was traced, it somehow doesn't occur to Morpheus or Trinity that Cypher is either bad at his job or just a dick.
Police! Hands in your head!
Why does Trinity, or anyone for that matter from the Nebuchadnezzar, need to physically jack into the Matrix to keep an eye on Neo? Doesn't Morpheus watch him and see and guide his every move in the office building in just a few minutes? I love this opening scene as much as anyone, but it's still pretty unnecessary in the grand scheme of keeping an eye on Neo.
I think we can handle one little girl.
Hey, how come the agents don't already know it's Trinity? How come they didn't leap into one of the cops in room 303 with Trinity at gunpoint the second they burst into the room and saw her? Or once she started kicking ass?
That's impossible.
I'm guessing Agent Smith and his two partners go around with the Men in Black memory eraser after these missions, doing impossible stunts, jumping into other people and taking over their bodies. This gives away the idea of the Matrix to normal people, right? Agent sees Trinity running, but instead of shooting her or chasing after her, decides to watch her run away as if he's never seen running before. Why is the light swinging? I admit it's a cool shot, but it wasn't hit by debris or even the wind when she dove through the window. And it stops swinging in the next shot as evidenced by the light not moving. The agents have to visually confirm someone like Trinity in order to know exactly where she is. So how did the agents know to morph into this truck driver? How did they know which phone booth she would be headed for? Trinity's a dead woman if Agent Smith doesn't stop and wait here for a few seconds to give the movie's plot a chance to even happen. Come to think of it, why did he even feel compelled to turn the vehicle? Couldn't he have just smashed into the phone booth on his way down the street? Truck does a Fred Flintstone tire spin to buy Trinity even more time to barely escape. Truck is always further away than it was the last time we saw it so that this escape is possible.
We have the name of their next target.
The name is Neo.
We'll need a search running.
Why? Are the humans able to use computers inside your computer program to find a person by his alias faster than, well, computers are? How do you not know who and where Neo is instantly? Neo is somehow awakened by online chat. What is this bullshit on Neo's computer monitor?
My own personal Jesus Christ.
Movie hits the Jesus metaphor a little square on the head.
Something wrong, man? You look a little whiter than usual.
That's racist.
It's called mescaline. It's the only way to fly.
Movie promptly dates itself 9 minutes in with a reference to mescaline, of all drugs. Why not angel dust or speedballs? I know Morpheus could probably tell these assholes were coming to Neo's apartment, but how the f*** did he know the girl with the white rabbit tattoo would turn her shoulder to expose the tattoo? And how did he know Neo would see it? Isn't this follow the white rabbit shit just a bit too coy when the fate of the world is in the balance?
My name is Trinity.
Trinity. As in Father, Son, and Holy Ghost? Wait, does this movie have religious symbolism?
And it will find you.
Why was it so important to have Neo go to the club just to tell him the Matrix is real and it will find him? I mean, couldn't you have typed that on the computer instead of follow the white rabbit? Computer software company has no mechanisms in place to determine when flaky employees are just sitting in their cubicle meditating instead of doing actual work. It seems like Trinity could have given him this phone last night at the club, but Morpheus relies on FedEx to send it to him. Hell, they could even have been talking well before Neo went into work today and he could have avoided this altogether. Also, this phone is conveniently delivered just before the agents show up. How is Morpheus able to see Neo's location and guide him through the building, but the agents who are connected to this entire computer system called the Matrix have no idea where Neo is?
Why's this happening to me? What'd I do?
Computer hacker and illegal software salesman asks why me as FBI people chase him around his workplace. I know we're in the Matrix right now, but why doesn't this thing carving its way into Neo's belly button leave any blood anywhere?
Then go to the Adam Street Bridge.
Morpheus gives Neo a meet location on a tapped phone, and miraculously no agents are there waiting for him when he arrives.
Think you're bugged.
Not that it's mattered from the time you left your apartment to go to the Adam Street Bridge to getting in a mysterious car. Also, why bug Neo in the first place? Can't you just track his movements through the Matrix itself?
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
That statement actually couldn't be less true. Dramatic thunder and lightning is dramatic.
It means buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Dramatic thunder and lightning is repetitive. Here's that guy Morpheus was interested in. Better disconnect him and totally forget why he woke up in the first place. Neo pulls out this IV without knowing what it does or whether it keeps him alive.
We have only bits and pieces of information.
So all the stuff that doesn't make sense, we'll just chalk up to that.
Birth to AI.
AI, you mean artificial intelligence?
Well, you're a hacker. So yeah, you know what AI means.
We don't know who struck first, but we know that it was us that scorched the sky.
What? How? And how does that keep the sun out? Did they blow up the sun? How was that accomplished? How do you know about this very specific detail and nothing else?
The Oracle prophesied his return.
Prophecy that one man will save us all cliché.
I believe that search is over.
What is it that made Morpheus think Neo was the one? He's a computer hacker who works at a software company. No skills in the area of badassery. Nothing incredibly notable accomplished in his life. What was the one thing that said, yep, this dude is totally worth going through lots of trouble to unplug from the Matrix?
Near the Earth's core where it's still warm?
Oh, come on. It's probably a lot more than warm, right? The sun doesn't have anything to do with the core temperature. That shit is hot because of a variety of factors, including radioactive decay and awesome science stuff. Even if he's talking about the mantle, that shit is too hot. People would be burned alive going to Zion.
Squiddy sweeping in quick.
Why do the human ships have radar-like ability to detect squiddies at greater distances than the squiddies can detect human ships? Why didn't the machines just put motion detection sensors all over the place so the human ships would be unable to move at all without being spotted? Why are the squiddies programmed only to look for electrical signatures of the human ships instead of biological signs of life, or hell, large metal things that are hovercraft shaped?
The Matrix?
Do you always look at it in coding?
Well, you have to.
Wait, so when Morpheus was guiding Neo through the office cubicles, was he actually looking at falling green lines of code? Is this movie actually saying these people learn how to see real images in this code? Isn't Cypher jacked into some machine back at the ship? Is everyone asleep? There's not one person who could just happen to walk by and see Cypher hooked into the Matrix and see him talking with an agent? And how does Cypher get back? I thought it required someone back at the ship to wake you up and get you out of the Matrix with a hardline. Is this the first time he's eaten since he got here? After all that training and shit? He should be well aware of the awful non-Matrix food. It's very cool, but how do they make a connection on this call if there's no one on the other end to pick it up? Like, Neo will be racing for a ringing phone by the end of this movie, and if he could just pick it up instead of getting shot, he'd establish the connection and transport back out. But leaping into the Matrix, they still use real phone lines, but it's apparently just for show? I honestly don't know. Fuck it.
We're in.
Wait, they went back into the Matrix to see the Oracle? So is the Oracle part of the Matrix, or is she plugged in somewhere? Don't even bring up the sequels when you defend this shit either.
I can only show you the door. You have to walk through it.
What an asshole.
What was said was for you, and for you alone.
Which is why I told you what the Oracle told me while we were on the elevator.
Deja vu.
This has kind of always bothered me, even though it's actually really cool and I accept it as a fantastic idea, but this is not deja vu as we humans normally experience it. You don't see something and then see an absolute repeat of it 2 seconds later and go, wow, deja vu and shit. You usually experience something and feel like you've done it before, but it feels like you did it long ago. And chalk this up to plot convenience, even though it's awesome. The hole wasn't there when they opened the door, so they basically kicked a hole in the wall without anyone hearing it. Amazing! Neo should definitely be dead from these bullets, but it's not time for this movie's bad guys to have good aim yet.
You must get Neo!
Damn, Smith is taking this like he's a mannequin or some shit. Yeah, no, still not time for good aim. Why are there, like, no agents down here? Stopping these guys from going back to the ship is an important part of the plan. In fact, why don't they send 20 or 100 agents for a mission like this?
You all look the same to me.
That's racist. Tank takes 2 hits from the electricity gun but lives and is basically fine, even while only 1 brief shot from the same gun later takes out Cypher completely.
That red pill right up your ass!
You can see Morpheus blink at the wind power of Cypher's P in Pill.
Just pull a plug here.
Murderous traitor conveniently kills good guys in the order of their importance to the remainder of the story.
No. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
The leader of every ship is given codes to Zion's mainframe computer.
So you can't just send a message to Zion and say, yo, change the codes. They got Morpheus and they're gonna make him talk. Peace.
And those are agents holding him. 3 of them.
I know, I can't believe it's not more either.
That's why I have to go.
Why?
Because I believe in something.
What?
Neo stopped short of explaining himself twice in a row so that Trinity and Tank have to ask him what the hell he's talking about.
Every mammal on this planet.
What mammals? Are there still other mammals out there? Are they hooked up to the Matrix too? Dreaming about being in fields and getting taken down by mountain lions? Because there sure as hell aren't any other mammals in the real world, what with the sky scorched and all. Why are you talking about all the planet's other now dead mammals in the present tense, you ass? Still not time for good aim. Using lift instead of elevator proves we're not in an American city. So these guys with radios heard the call for backup in the lobby, but didn't deem it an important matter until all the backup SWAT guys died too? Why are they bursting in to tell Smith about it instead of leaping into the SWAT guys 30 seconds ago and killing Neo? What the hell is this agent waiting for? They don't see you! Trinity! Oh, now he pulls out the gun. And as you can see, pulling it out now has terrible disadvantages, like Neo being able to dodge the bullets.
only human.
Even agents with artificial intelligence have to say some bullshit just before they kill someone so that the hero can be saved at the last second.
Dodge this.
However, when the roles are reversed and the good guy has to say some bullshit, apparently there is not enough time for the bad guy to get saved. Honestly, I know he's the one and everything, but even the one would have a hard time seeing the agents he wants to kill and the Morpheus he doesn't want to kill from this perspective, especially with the sprinklers going crazy on the inside. I guess Morpheus just finally realized there are no handcuffs. This is the one and only moment in the movie when the bad guy has good aim. When he's being rained on by sprinklers, firing blind from behind a wall.
The Oracle.
She told you exactly what you needed to hear.
Okay, fine. We're gonna go with that Star Wars stuff where Obi-Wan said Anakin Skywalker was dead, and then later we find out, oh, it was just a perspective I had that wasn't misleading in any way whatsoever. But did Neo really need to hear the Oracle's prophecy about Morpheus sacrificing his life for him, and he'd have to make a choice? Wouldn't he have made the choice to try and save Morpheus anyway? Also, why did she literally spell out the future for everyone else that saw her and only get all reverse psychology on Neo? This spelling of authorized proves we're not in an American city. I guarantee you there are 100 other homeless people reacting to things like pedestrians, air, the sky, the traffic lights with just as much enthusiasm as this guy does, and it doesn't set off any alarms in the Matrix. How does the information from this f***er's just woke up vision stand out to the machines as important from all the other shit homeless people are seeing and getting excited about all over the city?
Neo, I want to tell you something.
Something that can wait until after we're back on the ship, but feel the need to delay you with right now. Train drives through an empty station and never stops because it only comes during dramatic moments cliché.
Help! Need a little help. The door!
The one can't find a door in plain view, which was his only option. How is it possible that none of the Nebuchadnezzar crew remember this building from the opening scene like Agent Smith does? Especially Trinity, who was f***ing there. Even though Neo's mind believed himself to be dead, the power of boners is far stronger.
And then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see.
For instance, the 2 sequels to this movie. Also, the 2 sequels to this movie.
It's the only way to fly.
Get up, Trinity.
Wiggle your big toe.
The answer is out there, Neo. It's looking for you. And it will find you.
And I will kill you.
Understand? Then hit me, if you can.
Sweep the leg.
You have a problem with that? Got the basic layout. Bookstore, cafe, almost everything else is here too.
Who are the people?
Projections of my subconscious.
Yours?
Yes. Remember, you are the dreamer. You build this world. I am the subject. My mind populates it. You can literally talk to my subconscious. That's one of the ways we extract information from the subject.
We're going in. Taking Neo to see her.
See who?
The Oracle.
Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis?
She sounds hideous.
I'm not afraid anymore. Uncle told me that I would